Barack Obama's vision was not to leave 10 million people uncovered.
They do not have to buy in.
You just said that. You just said that 2 minutes ago. You just said 2 minutes ago that they would have to buy in. You said they would have to buy in.
Have to buy in. If you qualify for
are you forgetting what you said 2 minutes ago? I'm fulfilling the legacy of Barack Obama, and you're not.
Oh, sorry if I can't use my phone, guys, because it's having a literal fever. But I already made a video on this, but I deleted it because I misunderstood the situation. What I thought was that Castro was simply telling Biden, what, did you forget what you said 2 minutes ago? Because he's repeating himself. But he actually just contradicted himself, because when he was speaking to Sanders and Warren previously, Biden was basically like, oh, and with private insurance, the people have to buy in. Now when he's having an exchange with Castro, he says, oh, they don't have to buy in. So just choose a side. Like, it's just not. And so this is not Castro being mean or being a bully, but he's simply pointing out, look, man, I mean, if you have an idea, can you, stick to it? Because you just changed it within 2 minutes. And that was probably the greatest moment in the whole entire debate. Not, including, but actually now including, the fact that Castro was like, look, man, I mean, you were Obama's vice president, so if anything, you should be fulfilling his legacy. Because Obama's vision, he implemented Obamacare, and he wanted everybody to be covered. Joe Biden's plan, your plan, does not have everybody covered. Mine does, so I'm fulfilling Obama, you're not. So, and it's ironic because Biden is always, mentioning Obama to, push himself up, to say, hey, look, I was his vice president, so, look at me, I'm just saying, I'm his vice president. But Julian Castro is literally fulfilling Obama more than you. And also, not only that, but it doesn't matter, it matters less about Obama and more about what the people think. What do the people think? Well, 70% of the American people want Medicare for all. And Biden's plan clearly goes against that, because it's not that the American people are lazy or anything. It's simply that many people just can't afford healthcare. They can't. Talking about specifically the working class, right? They have Medicaid, and everybody has healthcare, but it's just that for the middle class, it's completely falling apart, and many of them can't even pay anymore for their healthcare. And if they can, then they're simply having trouble with their debt or their rent, and they have debt money everywhere. So, I mean, healthcare is a human right. We should have it for free. And even if you disagree with that, it's what the people want. So, disagree with it, but you're a politician. You're supposed to fight for the people, not for corporations. You know that Joe Biden is fighting for the corporations. He's simply repeating their talking points. Why would you want to take away healthcare from millions of Americans? Well, we're taking it away so that we can give free healthcare instead. So, don't think of it as losing something. Think of it as gaining something. And so Castro's also pointing out, not only is popular, but you keep contradicting yourself. And I'm trying to fulfill Obama, and you're not. So, I mean, honestly, now that we watch this moment, Castro obliterated Biden. This is probably the best destruction of Biden in 2020 history, besides when Kamala Harris murdered him over, the busting segregation policy in 1975. So, no, Castro's not mean. The media is simply trying to make it that way because they're trying to smear him. They see, oh, this guy might actually be a progressive. Because, believe it or not, guys, but Castro is a silent progressive. He's pro-Medicare for all, pro-free college, pro-Green New Deal, pro-70% wealth tax. But on a couple things like immigration, he differs a bit from the progressives. But CNN and other news networks like that they're seeing this and they want to smear him now. And they're trying to paint it as him being mean, and he's not gonna. If anything, he's gonna go up in the polls. But they're saying he's gonna go down from this. He's gonna go up. He just destroyed Biden. And also, apparently, you might see Bernie Sanders later whispered into Biden's ear. And he actually because Biden was like, wait, what is Castro talking about? He doesn't know what Castro is talking about. So Bernie was like, he's talking about how you previously said that people have to buy in, but now you're saying you don't. And so it's basically showing right there that, from that detail, that Biden does not even know what Castro was talking about. He shouldn't be in this debate. And look, he's a friendly guy, Biden, but I think he's having some serious cognitive declines. And I think that Castro kind of pointed out that how are you going to falsely claim your own plan? Oh, sorry. How are you going to contradict yourself within 2 minutes? It's like, come on, man. And then you also had, again, Bernie Sanders whispering into Joe Biden because poor Biden was confused. So, thanks for watching this video, guys. Biden was destroyed in it. And I'll make another video today on the debates. Bye!